The festival, for folks that are not that familiar with it, takes place over a 3-week period. It's the largest theater festival in the world, and you have probably 50% of the works that are new works. You have folks that come from New York and other places just to do experiments with their new pieces to see how other people react to them. It's a very unique story. Louise was already a great fan before she met Patsy. She had been, by the time Patsy died, she had been listening to Patsy's music for 6 years. But she had only known Patsy for 3 years. And during those last 3 years of Patsy's life, they had communicated back and forth with letters, and it became a very close relationship where they confided in one another and shared things that only friends would share. Patsy Cline died 50 years ago in an untimely death in a plane crash at the age of 30. But in Scotland, I learned that they still love her music as much today as they did then. And she's selling as many albums and records today as she was selling whenever she was alive.
My name is Jennifer Betke, and I will be playing the role of Louise Sager. She was Patsy Cline's best friend for the course of 3 to 4 years. When I was told that we were going international, I was ecstatic, I was excited. I was very scared and nervous because I've barely even left the state, let alone leave the country. But I thought it was going to be an experience I would never be able to get anywhere else. So I'm so excited to see all the other productions. It'll be fun to see how they perform and how they view things.
My name is Paisley Ellis, and I'll be playing Patsy Cline. And she was just this phenomenal country singer who was an idol for everyone back in those days. We definitely did a lot of research. You know, we watched documentaries, and I did a lot of research on her and her techniques and her styles. And one of the things that I found about Patsy Cline that I idolized the most was that she was such a strong-willed woman and stood as an idol for all the women back in those days and still for women today. And I feel like the way that she portrayed herself is a way that we should all look at and want to be.
Just the royalties for Always Patsy Cline are $1,200 per performance, and then $900 for your materials, $950 for your materials. So those are hidden fees that people don't always see or think about. And then in addition to those expenses, then you have things like, it's really kind of hard to take a drum set for percussion on an airplane. So there will be, and it's hard to take a piano on an airplane. So there will be some things that we'll have to rent when we get there. And so we're making arrangements now with the things that we have to rent. We can't even take our own mics that are cordless because the frequency of our mics are on the frequency of their emergency vehicles. So no American cordless mics will work there. So we have to rent those as well when we get there. So there's some rental things that will have to take place, and then some of the furniture like tables and chairs we'll have to also rent, and very quickly we'll have a day or two that we'll have to pull all of those things together, do a scavenger hunt for some things and get those items as well. We need the sponsorship of other people to help get the children there, and then anyone who is a sponsor is recognized on our program and on all of the flyers that we pass out all through Edinburgh. So you are also getting recognition with us, and so you are going with us to Edinburgh.